Published 1730 EDT, the 29th of August 2017. Updated 1933 EDT, the 29th of August 2017. On Saturday afternoon, after ebbsfleet's 0-0 draw with Gateshead, the jokes could really begin. You'd realize when you play England it will be September, so Harry Kane is going to be lethal, comes one voice from the home dressing room. You'll have to do bloody well to stop him, says another. Sam Magri laughs. They've been trying to wind me up for weeks now, he adds. It's not often a non-league footballer plays international football, so you can forgive Magri's ebbsfleet teammates for overdoing it a little. The 23-year-old is in Malta's squad to play in the World Cup 2018 Group F qualifiers against England and Scotland. Ebbsfleet United Sam Magri is in Malta's squad to play England and Scotland. Magri is expected to start in both World Cup 2018 Group F qualifiers over the next week. The meeting with England at the National Stadium in Takhali on Friday night will also be somewhat of a mini reunion for the central defender. 6 years ago he was playing for the Three Lions at U17 level when they reached the quarter-finals of the U17 World Cup in Mexico. After beating Argentina in a penalty shootout in the last 16, Jean Peacock's side came up against Germany in the quarter-finals. Magri, the chief penalty taker, scored from the spot, but England lost 32. Jordan Pickford, Nathaniel, Chalobah and Raheem Sterling started that game with Magri, and all three were in England's squad, but Pickford has since withdrawn due to injury. Magri, top left, played for England's under-17s alongside Raheem Sterling, bottom middle, Jordan Pickford third from left and Nathaniel Chalobah bottom right. He used to room with Raheem, he says. You could always tell just how good he was going to be. His speed was always lightning quick, and at that age had just run past players. It's been weird because I hadn't seen them for years, and then saw Nathaniel this summer while I was with ebbsfleet in Portugal on a pre-season training tour. I've known Jordan for a while because we both made our debuts for the England U16s against Wales in 2009. It's weird thinking back how long ago the tournament was in Mexico. I have some great memories of it. Beating Argentina on penalties and me scoring was really special. Magri was England's chief penalty taker when he scored from the spot against Germany in 2011. He started all of England's games at U17 World Cup in Mexico before they lost in the quarters. He played 22 games for the under-17s in total. It was a really together group, and we all just wanted to develop and become the best players we could be. Indeed, the World Cup in 2011 was meant to act as a springboard for opportunities at Portsmouth, where Magri had been a young apprentice since he was 11. He appeared in a League Cup game against Plymouth in August 2012 before Mark Hughes at QPR signed him on a 2-year deal. Magri, fourth from right, enjoyed success with England when Nathaniel Chalobah was captain. He had a really good trial at Liverpool before I joined QPR, and they wanted me, but we couldn't do a deal. But QPR seemed a right fit because they were also in the Premier League then, and I had been told that Mark really liked me, he adds. Weeks later Hughes was sacked and Harry Redknapp took over. Magri continued his development in the reserves but never got a chance with the first team. 2 years at Loftus Road before a further year of development at Crystal Palace, but without playing, and the then 21-year-old had a decision to make. After Portsmouth, the young defender moved to QPR when Mark Hughes was manager. I'm an honest person. I had seen what others around me were doing and how they were progressing. It just wasn't happening for me, he says. He joined Dover Athletic in the National League in the summer of 2015, a move that also would see him adopt his grandfather's native Malta as the country he would represent. He adds, you almost have to keep going up and up with your club career if you want to carry on with England. Malta had always been in touch with me from when I was 17, asking me to play for them. It's been one of the best decisions I've made. Dropping 4 divisions might not be the clearest route to the top of the game, a place he wants to return to, but Magri believes the National League has benefited him. The 23-year-old signed for ebbsfleet earlier in the summer and has impressed so far this term. Magri made 86 appearances for Dover during his 2-year stay and was a key player. I think people have the wrong idea of the conference. It is tough physically, but there is plenty of quality at our level too, and not what it might have been like years ago, he says. Since joining ebbsfleet in the summer, Magri has helped them go 30 league games unbeaten. While he jokes that the task of helping ebbsfleet stretch that run to 31 against Eastleigh, the game he misses while on international duty, might be easier than beating England or Scotland, he does believe his recent battle with Maidenhead's Dave Tarpey has prepared him well for the challenge of Kane & Co. Head scored 7 goals in 4 games this season before he played us to become the top scorer in the National League. He didn't get any against us, so that's a good sign at least, he jokes. In all seriousness, I think playing against England and Scotland you're always going to learn. Most of the players play in the Premier League. Even though I won't be thinking about it, I will learn a lot. Nobody is expecting anything from us, so there's no pressure on our team, which means everyone can go out there and express themselves. Magri believes he can play at a higher level but insists he is enjoying his time at Ebbsfleet.